Let's kick things off with rabbit farming. Rabbits are truly amazing animals and incredibly versatile. They can be raised for a variety of purposes. This includes raising them as pets, for their meat, fur, or even their urine, which can be used as a natural fertilizer because it is rich in nitrogen for plants. This makes rabbit farming a highly sustainable and profitable option. One of the best things about rabbit farming is that it doesn't require a lot of space. Unlike large livestock, rabbits can be raised in a small backyard, making it ideal for urban or small-scale farmers. With a few well-built cages or hatches, you can start your own rabbit farm. Rabbits are also known for their fast reproductive rate. A single doe, which is a female rabbit, can give birth to about 6 to 12 kids per litter, and they can reproduce multiple times a year. This means you can quickly scale up your farm, increasing your stock and potential earnings. In terms of cost, rabbits are relatively inexpensive to raise. They don't eat much and can be fed a simple diet of hay, leafy greens, and commercial rabbit pellets. Plus, their care is relatively straightforward, requiring basic shelter, fresh water, and regular cleaning of their living space. Additionally, the market for rabbit products is growing. Rabbit meat is lean, high in protein, and considered a delicacy in many parts of the world. Rabbit fur can be used in the fashion industry for making garments, and even their manure is a sought-after organic fertilizer for gardeners. With all of these benefits, rabbit farming is a great choice for anyone looking to start a profitable and manageable farming business. It's an opportunity to make a steady income while contributing to sustainable agriculture. Next up is mushroom farming, a rapidly growing sector with incredible potential. Mushrooms are highly sought after, especially in the culinary world, where they are used in everything from gourmet dishes to everyday meals. Their rich flavor and versatility make them a favorite among chefs and home cooks alike.
Mushrooms has loads of benefits. One of them is they're very high in protein, so they can be used as a substitute for meat because they are plant-based protein. They have up to 30% when it comes to protein content in them, especially for the oyster. It scores very high. Oyster and shiitake, they have very high protein in them. The next thing is they're very high in iron. They have vitamin B complex, so you are able to benefit, or if you consume mushrooms, your body will take up these nutrients. We have vitamin B complex, we have vitamin D, vitamin C, and other micronutrients, magnesium, potassium. You'll be able to find them inside the mushroom. And the good thing about mushrooms, they do not have a lot of calorie.
One of the greatest advantages of mushroom farming is that it doesn't require a lot of space. You don't need vast farms or extensive outdoor areas. Instead, you can start small, right in your garage, basement, or even a spare room. This makes mushroom farming accessible to many people, even those living in urban areas. Mushroom farming also has a relatively short productive cycle. Depending on the type of mushroom, you can harvest your crop in just a few weeks. This quick turnaround means you can have multiple harvests throughout the year, ensuring a consistent supply and steady income. The process of mushroom farming involves preparing a growing medium, like straws or sawdust, inoculating it with mushroom spawn, and maintaining the right environmental conditions. Mushrooms thrive in a dark, humid environment, which is easy to create and control indoors.
One of the best practices is proper pasteurization. Whenever you're growing mushrooms, be it oyster, be it button or shiitake, the substrate needs to be pasteurized very well, and the water that you're using needs to be clean. You need to observe hygiene, total hygiene when you're growing mushrooms. So that is the best practice I would advise any farmer. First of all, check on the hygiene. One, of your grow house. Number two, or even the workers that you're using, they need to be observing hygiene. They need to cover up either their hands. After the substrate is pasteurized, you do not need to touch or come into contact with the substrate with bare hands. If you must touch the substrate, then your hands has to be very clean, and they can sterilize using a sanitizer or methylated spirit. So hygiene is one thing to check out when it comes to mushroom farming.
Such as proper humidity control, temperature regulation, and sanitation practices, you can achieve a bountiful harvest. And once you establish your farm, the profit margins can be quite high, as mushrooms often sell at a premium price in both local markets and restaurants. Mushroom farming is not only profitable but also environmentally friendly. It utilizes agricultural waste like straws or wood chips, which reduces waste and promotes sustainable practices. Plus, mushrooms are highly nutritious, rich in vitamins and minerals, making them a healthy addition to anyone's diet. So if you're looking for a farming venture that is low on space but high on returns, mushroom farming could be the perfect choice for you.
For any farmer who is thinking about starting their venture in mushroom, one thing I would advise them is to go for training. We offer trainings, and you need that skill. For you to grow mushrooms successfully, you need to be trained on how to grow them. Then number two, you need to start small. We have seen farmers who want to start big, and being a new venture to them, they are not able to understand how best to handle the mushroom. So start small. As you grow in knowledge, you can be enlarging your production.
Snail farming might sound a bit unusual at first, but it's quickly becoming one of the hottest trends in agriculture. Snails are considered a delicacy in many parts of the world, especially in European, African, and Asian cuisines. They are highly valued not just for their unique taste but also for their impressive nutritional benefits. Snail meat is rich in protein, low in fats, and packed with essential minerals like iron and magnesium.
The most common species that farmers are being encouraged is the giant African land snail, specifically Achatina fulica. It's quite invasive in terms of spread, in terms of egg production, in terms of colonizing. So if left uncontrolled, it can become a major pest.
Starting a snail farm is relatively easy, making it an attractive option for new and experienced farmers alike. One of the major advantages is the low initial investment required. You don't need fancy equipment or a lot of land to get started. A small enclosed area with proper shelter, moisture, and vegetation is enough to create a conducive environment for snails.
Snails are herbivorous. In other words, they feed mainly on vegetables and fruit, and of course, mineral supplements and vitamins. Yeah. That's like what we feed our cow and goats and all that.
Snails thrive in humid conditions, so maintaining adequate moisture levels is crucial. They can be raised in outdoor pens, greenhouses, or even indoors setup, depending on your available space and climate.
Those eggs hatch, and at this stage, now you can take them to a greenhouse where you have cultivated crops. So they live as if they are living in their natural ecosystem, their natural habitat is the term. So that is the best. One, you cut down on cost of production in terms of food, because when they are growing in a vegetation in a greenhouse, it's much cost effective, because the vegetation is less, is more, and then of course you tend to make them live as if they are living in their natural habitat. This increases the quality of their shell, the quality of the meat, and of course they tend to grow faster.
Another great thing about snails is that they feed on readily available plants like vegetables, fruits, and leaves, keeping feed costs low.
Look at it in terms of time. You don't need to spend your time there, so labor is almost nil. Look at the cost of the feeds. You are getting them from waste. Of course, you can use the formulated. So in terms of capital intensiveness, is very low. In terms of lucrativeness, is very high. So this is an opportunity for people, the youth, persons with disability, women group, to venture into and try to make money. In fact, I would call it minting money.
One of the reasons snail farming is so appealing is their rapid reproduction rates. A single snail can lay hundreds of eggs in a year, meaning your snail population can grow quickly, providing a steady supply for the market. With the right care and management, a small starting stock can turn into a profitable venture in a short time.
We buy slime from farmers at a rate of 1,200 per liter. So multiply this times 1,200. That is 15,000, and you do it on a weekly basis. So if you have 5,000 snails within a span of 6 months, then you are looking at 15,000 on a weekly basis. Right? Now that is only for slime. If you are looking at the meat and the industry, we are looking at a kilo, for example, for people who consume, especially the Westerner, the European, we are talking of a kilo of snail going at between 2,000 to 2,500.
The market for snails is expanding as more people become aware of their health benefits and culinary versatility. In addition to food, snails are used in the beauty and pharmaceutical industries, where snail mucus is prized for its skin regenerating properties.
If you are targeting slime production from the snail, then you are looking at a situation where, for example, you invest like 40 to 50,000 shilling. You're trying to bring it down a little bit so that you can be able to accommodate the different economic weights of people. So if you have like 40 to 50,000 shilling, within a span of 6 months, you're talking of snails that range between 3 to 7,000. Assuming each snail produces like 3 meals of slime, then how much slime are you talking about with 7,000? So it is 7,000 times 3.
In summary, snail farming offers a unique opportunity to tap into a growing market with relatively low startup costs and high potential for growth. If you're looking for a farming venture that's both profitable and sustainable, snail farming might just be the perfect fit for you. During the training, what do the farmers learn?
During the training, farmers learn various aspects, and I'll just mention the bullets. They do general introduction to snail business, what it takes to have that kind of an enterprise, what is the startup capital, which is very critical, especially to somebody who is looking at it as a business venture. Of course, what are the criteria to identify where probably you can farm snails? Is it possible to rear them in here in Nairobi? So site selection, soil type, and housing, what I was referring to as containment structures. Then of course breeding stock, breed selection and stocking, because farmers need also to understand, after you have been trained, where do you get the breeding stock and of what, at what quantity. Then of course they have to be fed, and health management. Do they have diseases? Do they have pests? And how do you cushion them from that? Then finally, then of course you need to learn about pest predators and diseases and how to manage them. They also learn on reproduction and maturity, which is key, because snails are considered more lucrative in terms of production because of the huge number of eggs they produce. Of course, how to harvest, process, and market. Then, of course, slime extraction procedures is also covered. And then, of course, finally, the value addition. With this, I mean processing of body cream, soap, fertilizer, animal feeds, and etc.
Another exciting and visually appealing opportunity is ornamental fish farming. If you have a passion for aquatic life and enjoy the calming presence of fish, this venture could be both fun and profitable. Ornamental fish such as koi, goldfish, guppies, and betta fish are in high demand worldwide, especially for home aquariums, garden ponds, and even office spaces. One of the key attractions of ornamental fish farming is dual appealing. It's a business that offers good financial returns while also being a soothing and rewarding hobby. Many farmers find joy and relaxation in caring for these vibrant, beautiful creatures. Starting an ornamental fish farm doesn't require a massive investment or a lot of space. You can begin with a few tanks or ponds and scale up as your business grows. The startup cost involves setting up tanks or ponds, maintaining water quality, and acquiring a stock of fish. However, the returns can be significant as high-quality ornamental fish often sells at premium prices. The success of ornamental fish farming lies in maintaining optimal water conditions and ensuring the health of the fish. Factors such as temperature, pH levels, and filtration need to be carefully managed, but with the right knowledge and equipment, these conditions can be easily maintained. Another great aspect of ornamental fish farming is the variety of species you can cultivate. Each type of fish has its own unique requirements and market demands. For instance, koi fish are often used in outdoor ponds and can grow quite large, while smaller fish like guppies are perfect for indoor aquariums. By diversifying the species you raise, you can cater to different segments of the market. Beyond selling live fish, there are additional revenue streams to consider. You can sell fish food, aquarium plants, and decorative accessories, and even offer consulting services to help others set up their own aquariums or ponds.
The market now in this business you can't work alone. I've partnered with Martin, and he's quite knowledgeable about fish. So at times when I have clients and I'm not able to reach them, I always pass it to him. And also there are certain projects that we do together. For example, if you go to build up one of the big tanks that I cannot be able to do it by myself, he's always here to assist. Yes.
The market for ornamental fish is growing, driven by the increasing popularity of aquariums as a hobby and decorative feature in homes and businesses. With the right marketing strategies, such as creating an online presence or participating in pet shows and fairs, you can reach a wide audience and build a loyal customer base. To sum it up, ornamental fish farming combines the joy of working with aquatic life with the potential for strong profits. It's a perfect fit for anyone looking to turn a passion for fish into a thriving business. These are just a few of the farming opportunities that are set to thrive in 2025. If you're thinking about starting a farming business, now is the perfect time. Remember, farming is not just about making money, it's about contributing to food security and sustainability. Thank you for watching Farmer's Diary Africa. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more tips and insights to help you grow your farming business. Until next time, happy farming!